Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Good evening. Let's see what's going on across the market this evening, shall we? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing out there? I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm feeling pretty good. We inch and squinch our way closer to this golden cross on the daily time frame for Jasmy. It can only mean good things, guys. It can only mean good things. We've started our green candle so far today. We're green. Let's get it pumping. Let's get it up over the 30-day SMA. That would be fantastic. Super fantastic. Do it now. What do we got in the chat? Jetpack, what's up, man? The future is now. Good evening, brother. Good evening. Guys, as always, please make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps the channel grow. It's Christmas season. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's an amazing, phenomenal, super fantastic Christmas gift that Santa himself would appreciate. Help the channel grow. Redirected, what's up, man? Mary, how you doing, dear? Good to see you. Good to see you. Aaron's in the house. What's going on? Lord of the Realm, good evening, good evening. Marvin, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. All right, let's get into it here. We're all caught up in the chat already. Kind of a quiet night, eh? All right, so we need our third touch here on the top of this falling wedge pattern, guys. We are in a bullish structure, so do not fret, my pet. Hey, fam, KD3, super chat, way of the taco. When alt season hits, the Futter's tears will be flowing, and I'll be savoring every moment. The shift is going to be absolutely legendary. You a cold mofo, man. I love it. I love it. But hey, they deserve it, right? They deserve it because they're fudding it up. So, yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, man. I agree with you 100%. They want to FUD. They want to be negative. We shall soak up those tears. We'll buy their tears. And, yeah. No more Sundays for Wes? No. So, well, I mean, occasionally Wes will be here. Occasionally. But Wes has had some things pop up in his life where he's busy now. More busy than usual. So he has officially resigned as an ambassador on Onyx Coin. But he's still going to pop in the channel. He's still keeping up with everything. He's still going to pop in the channel from time to time and do the live streams. But for now, yeah, he's on hiatus for now. So I guess they did a revamp of what their expectations were for the ambassadors, like what they needed from them. And the workload just became far too much, right? The expectations on what they wanted were just far too much for what Wes's schedule could allow. So it's got nothing to do with the project, nothing to do with anything like that. But we're still covering Onyx Coin, though, guys. We're still covering XCN. Don't worry about that. Wes will still pop in from time to time with the latest info and stuff like that. So don't feel too bad about it. All right, what do we got here? So Bitcoin outside of our structure here, right? We're now using it as resistance. We're down at 96,000, well, 97,000 essentially. So, yeah, just ping-ponging, guys. We got to break back above there. I said this morning we could very well see a break down below. We could see 87K, guys, down in this golden pocket range down here. We could see a drop into this area. I'm not saying it has to happen. I'm just saying it's definitely possible. Or we could hold support here at 92,000. Or we could just continue to ping pong and break through this $98,600 resistance. One of the two, right? Or one of the three, whatever. So we just have to stay on top of that, right? We just have to stay on top of that. And I think we're going to move a lot quicker than people think that we are, though, to be honest with you. I wanted to go back in time a little bit here, guys, and show you something as well. Now, we talked about this about 3 or 4 days ago over on the Patreon, and now I'll bring it to you guys now because it's much later. Patreon people always get my stuff way ahead of everything else. So as we can see here, back in 2020's bull run, basically where we are now in this cycle, right here we have December starting right here, right? We have the start of December. And look what happened. This is the Ethereum Bitcoin pair, okay? Now, why this is relevant is because this is going to start to tell you when we could start to see Ethereum start to move up. Because when Ethereum starts to move up, well, then the altcoins will start to move up, right? So actually, in December, we saw Ethereum drop down, right? We saw a dump on Ethereum. It's pairing against Bitcoin, right? And how far down was that? Well, we dumped December, January. So in the start of December right here, we actually dumped down bottom around 28% in December. Ethereum against its Bitcoin pairing dropped 28%, right? Then in, what do we see? January. What happened January 4th? Boom. We had a run up. 51% Ethereum ran up, then a little bit of a correction, and then all the way through January, we ran all the way to the top here. January 26th, Ethereum against its Bitcoin pair went up 96%. And then continuing on, it climbed again 98 up to 98% in February. Okay. So what we've seen in the past for the altcoins, like for Ethereum, because altcoins are going to follow Ethereum, right? What I'm getting at here is we never really started to see Ethereum start to run to the upside in the last bull run until January. We actually saw a 28% drop in December for Ethereum, right? So how much has Ethereum dropped this time, like right now? Because that's its Bitcoin pairing, but we want to see, so now we're going to see Ethereum against USDT, for crying out loud. All right. So let's go back and see what happened to Ethereum itself. We saw it against its Bitcoin pairing. So here we are. Here we are in 2020, December. So in December, yeah, as you can see, it was kind of boring for Ethereum, right? In December, right there. Kind of boring, right? Just kind of creeping along. Similar to what it's doing now. If I zoom in, it had about a 15% drop at the beginning of the month. So kind of boring. And then as we got into January, look at here, January 3rd, what happened? Between January 3rd and January 20th, Ethereum saw a 181% run to the upside. In January, right? Then a bit of a correction, and then it continued to work its way up to this high, right? We corrected a little bit, ping-ponged around all the way through February and March. And then once April hit, we had another run. Hang on. We had another run once April hit. Up another 178% all the way from April until May, right? And then what did we see in May? Exactly what I've been saying we would see. We saw a big crash in May, down 59.88%. Sell in May, walk away, right? Take profits in May. Then we saw the summer of sideways, followed by the market starting to climb its way back up in July, right, into August. So what do we take away from all of this, right? Is this just a bunch of things I'm saying? Probably to some of you, yes. But what we're taking from this is that Ethereum started working its way up in January, right? It ran from January all the way until April, May, and then crashed sharply in May, right? So are we going to see the same thing starting next month in January for the altcoins? Well, let's do you one further, okay? Let's go look at Cardano. Let's look at Cardano, okay? Let's go back in time once again. Where are we? Now, again, guys, this is all information that the Patreon members knew a week ago, right? A week ago. If you guys want to get it early access and get this information early, you got to get over to the Patreon. So if we go over to, here we go, December. Look at this. This is December, guys, right here. This is December of the last bull run, right there. See how boring that is? Look how boring and sideways that is, right? Same thing that's happening right now. Boring, red, sideways action, right? Isaac, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. I'm happy that you're back with your family, safe, and I hope you guys had a wonderful vacation. Thank you so much for your support of the channel, man. It always means so much when you guys support the channel. Like, I can't express that enough, guys. It really, really does. Thank you so much, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, my friend. Merry Christmas to you too. So yeah, so anyway, back to this. So so we're looking at Cardano, okay? Again, in the last bull run. So right here, where we are, December, boring, nothing happening, right? People were probably sitting there saying the same thing about the market as they're saying right now, right? And then what happened? What happened after December? Well, we hit January, beginning of January, right? What happened the beginning of January? Right away, we saw a pump January 2nd until January 6th. So over the course of 4 days, Cardano ran up 95.51%. Okay. And then it had a little bit more consolidation, right? A little bit more consolidation to the upside here. Then what happened after that? Well, funny you should ask. Then we got into February. And then in February, Cardano ran up another 176%, right? And it just continued like that. Little corrections, break to the upside. Little correction, break to the upside, all the way till the top, right? So what I'm trying to show you guys is that Ethereum and Cardano, I'm using Cardano as an example to represent the altcoins. These two are representing the altcoins. They started going crazy and moving to the upside parabolically between January and May, right? And everything was boring during December, right? So that's what I'm trying to show you guys. So when people are feeling, negative and down and ho-hum and stuff like that, guys, I hope you see what I'm trying to show you here, that, coming into January, February, March, April, May is going to be absolutely amazing, okay? You just got to hold on because, like I said, look at all this boring sideways action on Cardano. Look at that. You think anybody was feeling positive when all this was happening? Hell no, right? Hell no. And then this happened, right? So just hold on to your butts, guys. Things are about to get really good, okay? That's what I wanted to kind of get across to you guys, okay? So Ethereum, Cardano, altcoins start pumping in the last cycle as soon as January hit and just started going nuts until April or May. Keep that in your minds, okay? And if you want more details like this kind of stuff, get over to the Patreon, guys, right? Okay, what else do we have? Isaac, I made it. Nice, buddy. Nice. Swoopa, what's up, man? Good day, Rob and crypto family. Been enjoying these DCA opportunities. Jasmy gets the dumpiest before it gets pumpiest. You know it, brother. You know it. Paul, Rob, have you confirmed one-on-one with you on the 26th at 3 p.m. Central Time? So my question to you, do you call my number? Yeah, no, I send you an invitation in our private DM over on the Patreon. I will send you a link inside our chat, and that will bring you to our video call meeting. That's another thing, guys. If you want to schedule one-on-one coaching sessions, Patreon, right? The link is in the chat. Get in there, guys. Sold Jasmy for Turbo. Oh, interesting. Interesting move. Michael says rocket fuel. Absolutely, man. Funky's in the house. Death Bank. What's going on, guys? Good to see you guys, man. Good to see you guys. Everybody's here. I hope you guys are having happy holidays. For real. I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your holiday season. Let's go have a look at the crypto bubbles. What's going on there? So a little bit of a DC opportunity here, guys, right? What do we got? XCN's pumping a little bit. XCN's been holding up strong. GFAL's up. But outside of that, guys, I mean, you know, just some good opportunities. Look at Jupiter, 81-cent Jupiter, guys. That's a great opportunity. $1.10 billion market cap for Jupiter, guys. Whew. Got to get in on Jupiter, guys. Got to get in on Jupiter. All right. What do we have? Let's get into some of the news, shall we? All right. So, breaking news. Richard Hart. I'm sorry to say it, guys, if you are a HEX holder. Richard Schulier, or whatever, widely known as Richard Hart, the founder of HEX and Pulse Chain, has now been listed on the EU's most wanted page. For the purposes of avoiding taxes, he failed to observe a statutory duty pertaining to the taxation that is of significance in the assessment of tax. He failed to file business tax returns for taxes for multiple years. This is why you do not avoid your taxes. Just pay your taxes, guys. As much as it sucks, just pay your taxes. Why deal with it, right? Even if you didn't pay and no one came after you, for years you would be sitting there going, what if they find out? What if they find out? It's not worth it, right? Just pay your taxes, make some money, and then move to a country that is more tax-friendly for capital gains, right? Because this isn't worth it. It's not worth it, guys, right? KD3, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas, absolutely. Jetpack, damn Richie. Richie did himself dirty, eh? All right, so what else do we have here? So, Crypto Rover says the average return in December during the Bitcoin halving is plus 40%. Right now, we're at only plus 1%. There's a huge gap to fill. So, Rover thinks that we're going to go from up 1% to up closer to 40% before the end of December. Man, I gotta say, that's pretty optimistic. 10 days, pump to. But listen, here's the thing, though. I know it doesn't sound like it's possible, but Bitcoin could pump 40% in 10 days. Bitcoin could pump 40% in 1 day. So it's not entirely unrealistic that it could happen or that it will happen. But I mean, I don't know. It doesn't feel like we're going to go up 40% on Bitcoin in 10 days. But, I mean, I love the positivity, right? I love the positivity, that's for sure. All right, what else do we got? Mojay. Got to give Uncle Sam his share. Yeah, he wants his pound of flesh. That's right. Yoda says a major pullback is done after touching the previous tops. Now we send back the alts to new all-time highs. I hope so, man. I hope so. He figures that we've retested support levels here on altcoins, and he's anticipating a break to the upside. Let's freaking go, baby. Let's freaking go. Now, here's a little bit of a starch warning for you guys, okay? There's a launch happening here for Squid Games 2. Okay, now if you weren't around in the last market cycle in 2021, I believe it was, you've probably heard of the TV show Squid Games. Well, a token came out around that time called Squid Games, and it was a complete and utter rug pull. Okay, they rugged. Do not get into this token, guys. It's not worth the risk. Okay, I wouldn't be shocked to be sitting here in a couple of days saying, "See, I told you it was a rug," just like the first one, right? Be careful. I would not touch this token with a 10-foot pole after the first one being a complete rug, guys. Okay? Protect yourselves out there. All right, what else do we have? Jasmy daily update. Yesterday was a bearish line in the form of being drawn by Bitcoin. If BTC drops sharply, there's a possibility that it will fall further. So, seems better not to touch it until Monday night or later in the short term. At the end of the year, the Christmas holidays and year-end selling to secure money for tax payments are factors that cause a sharp decline. Not over yet. It's not over yet. So he's saying we could see further downside on Monday, possibly, guys, or Tuesday when the markets open up. But we'll see what happens. Nothing's guaranteed, okay? Nothing is guaranteed. Peter Schiff's FOMO, why he wants USA coin instead of Bitcoin. This is priceless, guys. This is absolutely priceless. Peter Schiff, a harsh critic of Bitcoin, has proposed a government-backed digital currency, USA coin. This Schiff suggests he's reconsidering his stance on cryptocurrencies, favoring centralized control. His proposal reflects how digital currencies are gaining more acceptance even from skeptics and critics. For years, Peter Schiff's vocal Bitcoin critic, he has repeatedly argued that Bitcoin's lack of intrinsic value generates no income and is driven purely by speculation. Even called it as a bubble. Yet there's a twist. Schiff has recently proposed the creation of government-backed digital currency called USA coin instead of Bitcoin Reserve, which is similar to Bitcoin in many ways. Could this sudden shift in his perspective reveal contradicting in long-term standing criticism and indicate a selective acceptance of cryptocurrency principles? Schiff has always been an opponent of Bitcoin, emphasizing its limitations as an asset. According to him, Bitcoin's inability to generate income makes it inferior to traditional assets like real estate, which produce rents that can cover debt payments. He has also dismissed Bitcoin as a store of value, arguing that its price surges are driven by hype and FOMO, rather than fundamental stability, even after it reached $100,000. Schiff criticized the idea of strategic Bitcoin reserve proposed by some U.S. policymakers, and Senator Cynthia Lummis being a part. Especially the idea of using Bitcoin as a reserve to clear the national debt. Schiff argued that this move would destabilize the U.S. economy and weaken the dollar, warning that government involvement in Bitcoin could lead to hyperinflation. Despite his opposition to Bitcoin, Schiff has now proposed the creation of a government-backed digital currency called USA coin. According to him, the coin could be capped at a supply of 21 million, as same as Bitcoin, but with the upgraded blockchain, it makes it viable for everyday payments, so that could make us all rich. The proposal seems to reflect Schiff's partial acceptance of cryptocurrency concepts while rejecting Bitcoin's decentralized nature. All right, so here's the thing, guys. A couple things. One, he wants the government to create a USA coin that he can get into early because he missed Bitcoin, right? So he wants the United States to create a competitor to Bitcoin so he can buy it because he missed Bitcoin, right? 2, the whole point of Bitcoin on a global scale is its decentralized nature, right? You can go ahead and create a USA coin all you want. You are not going to convince the other countries to adopt your USA coin over Bitcoin for the simple fact that the United States government would still have their finger on the trigger. They would say that it's capped at 21 million, and then as soon as they needed more, they would just go mint more. The same irresponsible way they have handled the US fiat dollar. That, my friend, is why you cannot create a USA coin that's going to make us all rich and compete with Bitcoin, because other countries will still just use Bitcoin. They'll say, yeah, no thanks. We're not going to use your coin that you can print more of whenever you want. You've already shown us how irresponsible you are with the US dollar, right? So I'm surprised, and I said this morning, just because someone's a multimillionaire doesn't mean they're smart. Right? This guy's an idiot, right? So yeah. Glenn, hey Rob, I have a question. You always talk about selling all the altcoins in March, but most altcoins only peak in April and May. Don't understand this very well. Aren't you leaving the market too quickly? Well, I mean, I also say that I see what you're saying, but it also hinges on where we are at that time, right? That's why I constantly say, like, if you're over on the Patreon, we talk about this every single night in our group video calls, but we discuss this every single night. But in March, that's where I'm targeting, right? If my projects have reached my goals, I'll be leaving. But as we move forward into an altcoin season, guys, every single, not every week, not every month, every single day when altcoins start popping off is crucial to be paying attention and to be reassessing what you're going to do on a daily basis, right? So if we get to March, and because here's the thing, things are supposed to start popping off in January. If they don't start popping off until February, well, that does tend to push things back a little bit for me, right? So we do have to continually stay and keep our finger on the pulse of what's going on. But yes, you are right. I'm targeting March. I'm hoping my projects have reached my exit price points by that time. And if they haven't, I will reassess, and I will be making sure that everyone over on the Patreon knows what I'm doing, what we're doing, what our plan is at that time, my friend. So yes, I understand your confusion though. WF Capital, don't worry, Rob, I'm here, bro. Finally, man, 50 push-ups. You are so late, brother. Crypto Renaissance, what's up, man? Bless you, Crypto Future. Hopefully you make multimillionaires, millions this cycle. I hope the same for you too, my friend. Absolutely. I hope the same for every single one of you guys, man. I want all of you to have 7-digit portfolios by the end of this bull run. Absolutely. So yes, Peter Schiff doesn't know his ass from his elbows. All right, what else do we have? Hester Pierce supports direct Bitcoin wallet transactions. In a recent statement, SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce expressed her willingness to reconsider the implementation of in-kind redemptions for spot Bitcoin ETFs. This potential move could allow investors to directly transfer Bitcoin acquired through these ETFs into their personal wallets, signifying a pivotal shift towards genuine ownership of Bitcoin assets. In-kind redemptions enables investors to withdraw Bitcoin directly into their wallets, transforming the nature of Bitcoin from a mere financial instrument to a tangible asset that can be owned. Pierce aims to work alongside the SEC Chair Paul Atkins to facilitate the approval of in-kind redemptions. This initiative could enhance the role of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, moving beyond speculative practices towards genuine asset ownership. The introduction of in-kind redemptions may liberate Bitcoin from the constraints of current financial regulations, allowing it to thrive in a more autonomous manner. Hong Kim, a co-founder of Bitwise, believes that this strategy could reposition Bitcoin as a credible financial asset rather than just a speculative option. The proposals from Hester Peirce could significantly enhance Bitcoin's involvement in financial markets. If in-kind redemptions is approved, it may streamline access for investors and foster increased adoption of Bitcoin, a trend that is crucial for the cryptocurrency future. The ongoing evolution of the SEC's policies remains a focal point for stakeholders in the Bitcoin sector. We're going to see a friendly SEC, guys. Absolutely amazing. All right, what else do we have? I already looked at the others. Okay, so we got some Turbo news, guys. Turbo time. Upcoming listing for Turbo on Bitmart. Another spot listing for Turbo. That's what she said. All right, what else do we have? Oh, yes. Okay, so let's go through this, guys. I'm probably going to do this in a separate video as well for those who missed the live stream. But Hara's last AMA. Let's talk about it a little bit here. Okay, so AMA with Jasmy. Let's dive in and learn more about what's ahead. Okay, so Jasmy's AMA report introduction. This report summarizes the contents of Jasmy's AMA. There is a possibility that there is a mistake in the hearing, so please refer to the details. Okay, so the AMA was facilitated by the provider of the platform, CoinRevit, and focused on Jasmy's current status and future prospects, as well as answers to questions from the community. A wide range of topics were discussed, including Jasmy's background and its founding, technological advancements, market strategies, partnerships, and messages to the community. All right. 3. About the Jasmy project 3.1. What is Jasmy? Jasmy is a project founded by former Sony executives that aim to develop an IoT platform and deploy one of the largest crypto assets from Japan. It offers 2 services patented in Japan: blockchain PC and personal data locker, with the goal of democratizing data, adding value to personal data, and building the data marketplace. 3.2. Junction Project. Junction is an incubation project established to expand the Jasmy ecosystem. By utilizing Jasmy's management resources and revitalizing idle GPUs, we aim to build an infrastructure for a new AI market. Junction aims to be a platform where users can benefit from keeping their data safe and secure and sharing it with businesses. 3.3. Junction Blockchain. Junction plans to build an EVM-based Layer 2 blockchain. The initial objective was to migrate Jasmy Coin while existing as an ERC20 token on the Ethereum network to Junction's own network. While Jasmy already has its own chain, Junction aims to build a Layer 2 blockchain and bridge Jasmy and use it as a payment and reward serving function. Number 4, questions and answers. From the community, 4.1, Jasmy blockchain operation status. When will Jasmy's blockchain go live, or will I be able to see updates on Jasmy's global website? Answer. Jasmy's building a Layer 1 blockchain, but it doesn't use a typical Blockchain Explorer service. Since this is a consortium-type blockchain, only those who own the nodes can access the information. Due to limited ownership and security reasons, weekly blockchain information reporting on the Jasmy global website has been suspended. We are working with our technical team to find ways to update the information on a regular basis. 4.2 KPIs, the key performance indicators. What are Jasmy's current KPI targets? How does this translate into an increase in the value of the coin? Answer. Jasmy has set the following KPI goals. Are you ready? This is a juicy one, guys. This is a juicy one. Number of users. The target is 7 million in Japan and 100 million globally. So a total of 107 million active PDL addresses. In particular, we aim to actively enter the APAC region. Data value per user. We're targeting a value of $500 per person or per personal data locker. They're targeting $500 valuation of the data inside every single individual locker. By achieving these KPIs, the estimate that the market capitalization of the data marketplace and the market capitalization of the token market will increase by 16.7 times, aiming to demonstrate the market value of Jasmy as a reliable platform. 4.3, promoting the adoption and increasing liquidity of Jasmy. So actually, I'm just going to rewind for a second here. So what he's saying is we estimate that the market cap of the data marketplace and the market cap of the token Jasmy will increase by 16.7 times, right? So they're not just calculating the potential price of Jasmy on the market cap of Jasmy token, but also on the based on the market cap of sorry, I kind of lost myself there. The total market cap of the data marketplace, the PDL, right? So the market cap of all of the personal data lockers, an average of 107 million active data lockers with a valuation of $500 per PDL, that market cap plus the market cap of Jasmy token combined is what they're anticipating, and that's how they reach their goal of the price targets for Jasmy. 4.3, promoting the adoption and increased liquidity of Jasmy. What measures are being implemented to promote the adoption of Jasmy coin, improve liquidity, and ensure the market stability? Jasmy is focused on strengthening its partnerships with market makers, liquidity providers. So they're looking for a current market maker right now. I know that much. Their last one was, what are they called again? I can't remember off the top of my head. It'll come to me. But their contract expired with their last market maker in July of this year. So they're looking for a new market maker at this time. Liquidity providers and exchanges. With this, the goal is to build a Jasmy token economy and grow the data marketplace. We're promoting measures to gain the trust of the market and encourage institutional investors to enter the market. And in particular, we aim to build a practical token economy on the Jasmy blockchain through the utilization of data from IoT devices and the analysis of users' behavior. 4.4, Binance's Jasmy token holdings. Why does Binance hold a large amount of Jasmy tokens, and what role does this holdings play in the Jasmy ecosystem? Yes, thank you, Swoopa. DWF Labs, yes. Answer. Binance is the world's largest trading marketplace, with many users holding and trading Jasmy token. As a result, tokens are frequently bought and sold between users within Binance, the market makers providing arbitrage and liquidity. This has resulted in high liquidity and credit for the Jasmy community as a whole. The move to Binance Smart Chain is also expanding, indicating that there is a demand for service in DeFi applications. 4.5, moving away from the surveillance area. What are your plans to move away from current surveillance areas and increase your visibility in the broader market? This is a very difficult problem. And I myself am surprised by the situation on Binance. We aim to break away from the innovation zone through restructuring the Telegram community, strengthening cooperation with Binance's VIP marketplace makers, such as DWF Labs and Play Stores, and creating community-led petitions and writing articles about Binance. This is an ongoing effort, but we believe we are moving in the right direction. Question 4.6, token lockups. How many tokens are currently locked, and what is the lockup strategy going forward? Answer. Currently, 100 million Jasmy tokens are locked in Japan's exchange accounts. This is for security purposes, with the aim of controlling the market and maintaining the value of the Jasmy token. These tokens are stored to maintain their value on platforms that use Jasmy as collateral. The plan is for asset security, insurance, and genomic applications by 2025, as well as an airdrop to Junction nodes. 4.7 partnerships. Question 4.7 partnerships. Do you have any new information about partnerships? In particular, what are the prospects for collaborations with major companies such as Sony, SoftBank, Panasonic, and Toyota, as well as new partnerships? Answer. We are developing joint products that collect local data through Jasmy for consumer electronics and individual machinery. And we are working with Japan's travel agency to propose travel plans using AI data. The Carbon Credit Exchange is an initiative to utilize carbon credits in manufacturing and services. At Sigentosu, we are preparing a new economic zone that will combine fan token and stable coins. Although we do not have an official business relationship with Sony Network Communications at this time, we exchange information on a regular basis. So they have a partnership with Sony, but nothing on paper, essentially. 4.8 building relationship. Question 4.8 building relationships with institutional and large investors. We have partnered with DWF Labs and Play Store to create markets and provide liquidity. Partnering with Junction has allowed us to build connections with many venture capital firms and increase awareness. 4.9 Super Wallet and Aveda blockchain PC. What are the plans to update Jasmy's Super Wallet and the Aveda blockchain PC? Although Aveda blockchain PCs are deployed in the APAC region at a lower price than VIO, it is not easy to directly deploy Jasmy wallets. We are forging a new relationship to implement Jasmy's blockchain technology on PCs, and we aim to maximize the value of Jasmy's blockchain at the Junction node for enhanced security. Jasmy Wallet is a bit different from a Super Wallet. The Super Voices. I would like to change the name to 4.0, the Global Expansion Plan. What are your plans for the global expansion of Jasmy technology outside of Japan? While the Japan market has great potential with more than 10 million crypto holders, there are also challenges such as 55% tax system and enhanced exchange hacking. Therefore, Jasmy emphasizes global expansion and is in talks with promising companies in the Philippines to promote the blockchain PC business, and has started cooperation with life insurance companies in Hong Kong on technology provision and development solutions. 4.11 peer-to-peer payments in messaging apps. Are there any plans to introduce a peer-to-peer payment feature via messaging apps within the Jasmy ecosystem? Answer. Jasmy does not plan to introduce a payment function via a messaging app. In the past, we've worked with Centralities to try a messaging app powered by IPFS, but it hasn't been successful. Instead, They're focusing on building peer-to-peer payment capabilities with points and stable coins already implemented in the wallet. Jasmy coin will also be introduced in the future. And if a stablecoin issuance license can be obtained in Japan, token transfers will be possible for the local economy, like the local soccer team or Saginados. Anyway, 4.12 expansion of digital ID solutions in other countries, two other countries. Sorry. We are considering, what's the question? What are your plans to roll out Jasmy's digital identity solution to other governments? We are considering expansion to other countries, but at the moment, our top priority is to build an environment for the My Number card in Japan. First of all, we aim to create an environment that can be used by more than 70% of Japan's population and improve convenience through KYC authentication and device authentication. In the future, we plan to expand internationally after understanding the regulations and cultural elements of each country. What measures is, the next question is countermeasures against the threat to quantum computing. What measures is Jasmy taking against the potential threat of quantum computing poses to the security of blockchain? Answer is, in order to keep up with the evolution of blockchain technology, the Jasmy ecosystem is flexible enough to allow for migration and integration of different technologies. Currently, it uses a public blockchain based on Hyperledger, but it is possible to switch to another technology depending on the technology's trend and development resources. In addition, the security office is staffed by a founder with FELI-CA patent, and security measures are always in place. Question 4.14. Long-term vision. Question. What is your long-term vision, global dissemination, and expansion of Jasmy's technology? Answer. The most important aspect of Jasmy's global expansion is implementation at the enterprise and enterprise level. I don't know. It's translated from Japanese, so bear with me. The goal is to provide an environment where blockchain technology can be used without being aware of it. Development partners like Panasonic are not experts in blockchain technology, but they have excellent development teams and technical capabilities. We aim to provide them with features that they can use without being aware of blockchain technology so that they can realize the benefits in security and costs. 4.15 bull market position. Question. What position does Jasmy aim to build as the Bitcoin in Japan during the peak of the bull market? Answer. Jasmy in 2024 has experienced 3 major price increases and trended on X, formerly Twitter, many times. Many factors have led to its success, including joint product development with Panasonic, inclusion in Coinbase's Coin 50 index, entry into the Korean market through listings on Upbit, and commitment to the carbon credits. Through these initiatives, Jasmy aims to become attractive to more investors and establish itself as a leading blockchain project in Japan. Message to the community. At the end of the AMA, the Jasmy team thanked the community and said that feedback will be shared with management and used to inform future strategies. Reflecting on the achievements in 2024, he pledged to continue to grow in 2025 and beyond, and to develop the Jasmy ecosystem together with the community. Absolutely bullish, guys. I love it. I love that this guy's done so many different AMAs throughout the year. You can't ask for more from your fearless leader. That's what she said, Glenn. Thanks, by the way. I am a Patreon member. Nice, Glenn. Nice. It's awesome to have you over there, buddy. Hopefully you're there for the live group video call tonight. Isaac, I will absolutely not have a 7-digit portfolio this cycle. I'm aiming for the next bull run. Take half of these profits and flip it. That's how we do it, brother. That's how we do it. Commitment. I'm hoping at least make a $250,000 this time around. I've only had 1 year to accumulate. Hey, man, you can imagine what you can flip $250,000 into, man, right? Don't think like that. Don't think like that, brother. If you invest in the right coins, you can make more than $1 million. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. All right, guys. So that was a slap and a tickle, right? I only hold Pith, Algo, and Jasmy. Those are three good projects, man. Do not sell them short. Those are great projects you're holding. I hold all three of those projects. I'm mega bullish on all three of those projects as well, man. So, yeah, I mean, we're in it together, right? We're in it together, brother. All right. So, guys, listen, that's the news. That's the chat. Yeah. So, we didn't have many videos today, eh? So listen, guys, I'm going to be live over on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. Make sure you guys are there. We're going to be talking about a lot of this stuff again, a lot of stuff that we don't talk about on the live stream. If you need help with your exit strategies, with your profit-taking plans, guys, get over to the Patreon. We will help you figure out how to handle this altcoin season before things get crazy. So click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I'll see you on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. Peace.